Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they start the drive with an end-around play. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They look very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
Heading left after the handoff. Fights through a tackle. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Gets rid of it on the move. Receiver makes the grab.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Wideouts now clustered. The back's got it. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Linebackers making some adjustments now. And there's the handoff. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful and let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Defense is coming after him. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to the offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work for 44.
How about the big fella coming up with the interception? You don't see that very often.
First down here for this offense. Running back with the football. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. The sure hands. It's Cook. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play from this offense through the air. The Wildcats will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And now the handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Chris, down here inside a 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to punch it in again. 3rd and goal at the 1. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
I'm a little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Look, I realize on any play call that is properly executed, they can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to throw it on first down. He lets it go. And it's complete downfield. An explosive play. They finally got him, but at the 40.
Oh, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this.
Set of downs after that completion. Keeping it on the ground here. And the ball to the ground. The offense recovers the fumble.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the Terrapins will line up on 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Snags the quick throw. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Toss play. Back heads to his right. The Terrapins pick up enough yards to get a fresh set of downs.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works really well here. Big people out front being physical, and they pick up the first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins.
Well, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And the point after is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Returner decides to fair catch this. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
He's going to take off, and he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good, positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Cook. Looks like Kansas State will have the first down. First down and 10 now.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's third down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
And the Wildcats pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. On first down, it's play action. Bringing pressure. QB to the tight end for a completion. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
The offense tried to catch the defense napping by getting the ball to the big tight end, but they weren't fooled at all.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Trying to create here on the move. He pulls it in for a big gain. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers and those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up because it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And he knocks through the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Wildcats offense back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. They're finally able to stop them, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screenplay. It's a solid game for a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Powers through. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. And the wideout goes in motion. Here comes a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Quarterback looking to scramble. Breaking free at the 35. An explosive play. They finally grab him, but the ball moves inside the 25.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Penalty makes it first and long. We'll give it to the running back. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. That's caught. It's Cook. They bring him down, but the gain sets up the offense first and goal from the 10. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Receiver in motion now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off. Reminds his defense what he can do with his legs and almost took it to the house.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Running out of time in the pocket. The freshman making an impact play there. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half.
Timeout, Kansas State.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And we're able to get him down. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. And he knocks that one right through. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Terrapins will kick this away to begin the second half. And this one will be fair caught. Kansas State offense is back out on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, field round, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And it's a bunch formation. That's a design quarterback keeper.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Caught quickly. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll spot it down at the 15. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They'll change the pre-snap look now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Going for a big play downfield. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's got some open field ahead. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open and just puts it up in the air. And the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
The offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. Off the play fake on first down. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
The sack sets up second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Running back has it on the screen now. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Had a nice drive going here, but now it's third down and long. And he drops back in the gun. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Cannot escape. They've got him. It'll be a short loss, a yard or two.
How about that? The defense does their job on third down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's fourth and forever. Coverage did its part. Let's not forget about that. Buying the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
No problem. Knocks it right through.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. The gain moves the ball to a 34. Offense moving to a bunch formation. He'll ride the back again here. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. The quarterback making some changes at the line. And they hand it off to the back. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Takes the toss, heads to his right. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Terrapins.
Just all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Went after, up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
It's a quick grab. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's looking to scramble. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Will he score here? Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Well, this offense was looking for a big play, and I think this quarterback's eyes lit up when he realized there's nobody in front of him. He takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Touchdown, Wildcats. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
Empty set as they try for the 2-point conversion. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Grab behind the line. It's Cook. And he stopped short. Big play by the defense to keep this a 5-point game in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. They'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. And bulldozing his way through. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And the pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle. Incompletion sets up a second down. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking to scramble now. He's swarmed by the defense.
Boy, it's second down and forever. You know they're going to throw the ball. They want to throw the ball, but to the credit of the defense, there's just nothing open. How about this quarterback? Instead of throwing the ball away, he picks up some big yards. They get a real shot here now on 3rd down.
Send the back in motion. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Terrapins come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And here's the handoff. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Terrapins. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
Coach deciding to keep the offense out there, go for a two-point conversion, and extend the lead to 3. He'll be brought down so they come up empty on that two-point try. Now they get set to kick it away.
That keeps the score. Now 27, Kansas City, 26.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Wildcats offense back out on the field. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He's running out of time here. Running back grabs it on the screen. And the tackle is made. Not the big play they were looking for, but a pretty solid game.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
And completion makes it second and short. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. He shreds the tackle. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Backs lined up on either side of the quarterback. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Finds an open target on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. Using his legs on the scramble. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's fourth down.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's third down. Do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. Maryland offense is back out on the field now. Defense did a great job preserving a one-point lead. Now can the offense put something together, help ice this game? First down, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, I tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to.
They'll work the clock here with the running game.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Back's got it again. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Shotgun formation here on third down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on third and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at fourth down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
Field goal tried. No good. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they went for it on fourth down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. And looking to throw now on first down. It's an out route. The catch made. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Caught behind the line. It's Cook. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Getting set. Here's second down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Grab near the sticks. It's Cook. And he makes his way out of bounds. Good thinking there. Clock is stopped.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds, that's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
First down, looking to throw the football. Pressure is coming. Using his legs here. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. And the defense will stop the clock with a timeout here. 25 seconds remaining. Kansas State getting set with a first and 10 coming up. They'll give it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the defense will take a timeout here. 22 seconds on the clock. Second down after that previous play. On the run, it's Cook. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a timeout taken by the defense. 18 seconds left on the clock. Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a third and long from the 20-yard line. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. Timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. So now we'll have a field goal attempt, one of the biggest moments of this game so far. So here we go. In the final seconds, one swing of the leg